but his positive attitude remains fully intact. Reporter Mike Binkley traveled to Denver this week for this exclusive report.
Mike Seversen does not remember the moments before a young gunman fired a .32 bullet into his chin. That same shooting killed another deputy, Alan Albee, from a neighboring Wisconsin county. For Mike, it's been a time to examine why his life was spared, why he's moving now into such uncertainty, where he can no longer feel his arms or legs.
Is it tight?
Not really. It's tight just a little bit, but it loosens up as usual.
Yeah.
For the last 3 months, he's been going through therapy at Craig Hospital in Denver. His attitude speaks for itself.
It's something new, something different. You know, just like quitting one job and going to another.
Remember, this is a man who wasn't expected to live through the night of the shooting.
They explained to us that they just thought that with the swelling on the brain, that sometime during the night he would just simply pass away. So he's come a long way since that Friday night.
Dave Lindholm and other sheriff's officers have also come a long way in the last few months to see this site. Mike, with his chin reconstructed, now moving around on a wheelchair that he either sips or puffs into to change directions.
And then a light puff to go right.
And there's a couple times where I've gotten down a little bit that he's not around and worried about him, and then I come out here and I see him and I come home and it's like I'm up again. It's great. It's great to come out here and see him.
It's not been so easy for Mike's dad, who's had to stay home with the family business while Mike's mother stays in Denver. He's home with memories like this Camaro he and Mike and another son had reconstructed. Home with those memories of how Mike had used those arms and legs of his to lift his niece into the swing. This was at a Christian retreat they all attended last summer. Or how he had later held her and brushed the sand off her legs. And then gotten his kiss goodnight, dreaming of having his own children someday. Mike is taking it better than his father is.
He says it's all right, you know, whatever God gives him. And I feel pretty bad about it.
I've seen some of the guys that come in here and they don't have a good attitude about it and they just seem to be kind of miserable. So you got to have a good attitude and got to get along with people and joke and laugh, and you have to.
You know, one thing I have said so many times is that I've seen a lot of people that have been bitter, and I'm just not going to be bitter. We're going to handle this just fine.
Like most people here, Mike Seversen admits he was scared to death at first coming to a place like this. Now one of the things he worries about the most is leaving this place and going back home.
When I get back home to St. Croix, the only place there with an electric door is the grocery store. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time in the grocery store.
The sheriff's office in Polk County is decorated with yellow ribbons waiting for him. Dispatcher Connie Whittier is one of the people around town who wear buttons with Mike's picture on it. They're getting ready here not only for a welcome home celebration in 2 weeks, but also to find Mike a job back with his old department.
I don't think there's any question about it. The community's looking forward to having him back, and you know, in 2 weeks we'll be ready for him.
Ironically, the sheriff had passed out these bumper stickers a few weeks before the shooting, and some deputies laughed. But that sticker is now prominently above Mike Seversen's bed in Denver, alongside all the other cards and photos wishing him well.
That bumper sticker, although a lot of the guys back home probably still laugh at it, means a lot to me. Attitude is definitely everything. And having a good attitude is it's going to get me through this.
From Denver, Mike Binkley, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
Mike Seversen's last day of therapy in Denver will be 2 weeks from tomorrow, and he's scheduled to return home on September the 14th.